Listen, I know I'm not part of Jerry Diaz's Unifor union, but it'd be nice if you gentlemen and lady would be give some solidarity. Can I not talk to these members of the press? Do we have freedom of press here? Do we or not? Right? Pardon me? So this is I don't know why I'm being arrested.
I can't believe it. We sent David the Menzoid Menzies to report from an Andrew Scheer campaign event, like we normally do. CBC journalists were welcome today, but David was kicked out. They actually sent police to throw him out. He hadn't even done anything. He hadn't even been let in yet. Take a look.
Let's just cooperate. We're not
I thought you were calling the police.
We are the police.
We'll meet them outside.
Okay.
Yeah, all right then.
You were asked nicely to leave.
So this is free speech in Canada right now,
But you're
right?
not welcome in this private
How about my brothers in the media? Are you going to stand up for this, or is there going to be some solidarity?
You asked him 3 times to leave.
The owner of the building, he doesn't want him around. Is this? I didn't know this was a Trudeau precedent. I thought it was a Conservative precedent. Okay. Is there anyone going to be in solidarity with me? Any of you?
When I have their own police come in.
Okay. No.
Just wait for their own police to come in.
All right.
The Conservative Party said David Menzies wasn't accredited? Really? David's been an accredited journalist for 30 years. He's covered hundreds of political events from parties of every stripe, especially the Conservatives. Why would Andrew Scheer kick out David Menzies but welcome in the CBC, who despise the Conservatives? Is Scheer trying to suck up to the CBC because they're controlling the leaders' debates? Just recently, Andrew Scheer was asked by a young student in Halifax if he'd let Rebel News reporters attend Conservative events, and Scheer told that student he would. Here, see for yourself.
Would you please reconsider your approach on this topic and not ban or shun the Rebel or other small media stations who are working to report to the Canadian people the stories none of the other media want to cover?
Okay. Thank you very much for the question, and I certainly congratulate you on being so engaged at 14 and having that kind of interest in not only political parties but also the dynamic between how events are reported and how different media outlets cover things, and the accountability that goes on between media holding the government to account and also sometimes different outlets holding each other and fact-checking different stories in a wide variety of ways. So we always have an open policy towards the events we hold. You know, we're having this event tonight. Anybody is free to come. There's no barrier to entry. There's no barrier to come and report, to video, to broadcast, to live stream, and that's something that we're going to continue to do.
None of this makes any sense. Anyways, David left. He left the private property. He went to stand on the public sidewalk. He started filming a video from the public sidewalk. And then he was swarmed by police who arrested him and handcuffed him. Why did they do that? Who ordered them to do that?
Am I under arrest, or the gentleman wanted to know? I think he said so. I don't know what for. I was on a public sidewalk, and the bus hit me, and then these guys are on. Well, I'm just. The gentleman wanted me to answer the question. I'm just trying to answer the question. Am I under arrest? You're the one holding me. I assume you're law enforcement.
What exactly happened? Why are you in handcuffs?
Well, I was trying to get Andrew Scheer to answer some questions, such as if he's elected, will he end this media bailout? Will he privatize the CBC? What are his, why are we not allowed into a press conference and other members are? These are not gotcha questions, These are, I think, we're owed an answer to this, especially when we're escorted out. And now look at this, guys, handcuffed.
So you were escorted out and handcuffed?
No, sir, I was originally just brought out by the Durham Regional Police and told not to go on private property, even the parking lot, which I abided by. So I was on this sidewalk. We're gonna have to, okay? Thank you. You're so concerned you got my wrists in a handcuff.
So you'll be safe, okay?
Listen, I know I'm not part of Jerry Diaz's Unifor union, but it'd be nice if you gentlemen and lady would be give some solidarity. Can I not talk to these members of the press? Do we have freedom of press here? Do we or not? Right? Pardon me? So This is, I don't know why I'm being arrested. Yeah, thank you. Get a picture of that, sir. My own safety, the bus is gone. I was on a public sidewalk. I was not on private property. Things are under control. I'm in perfect control. You know, you guys,
David had left the property. He was on the sidewalk. He's a man in his 50s with two artificial hips. He's not a screaming Antifa thug. He's not a trespasser. He's not violent. They handcuffed him. Why? To humiliate him? They finally took off his cuffs and he called me. But then more police came and took his phone away. I immediately called a lawyer. Within an hour, the police let him go without any charges. But their point was made, wasn't it? Don't you dare try to ask questions of our political elites, or the police will arrest you and detain you for over an hour. Well, point not taken. I can tell you one thing. Today's outrageous treatment of David Menzies will not stop us from doing our jobs. I'll be candid, we were more used to Justin Trudeau banning us and Rachel Notley before she was fired by voters. It says more about them than it does about us. It actually does say something about us. We ask questions that the political elite would rather not be asked. Can you help us? Can you help us fight back? I think we have to fight back, and we need your help. There's three things I want to do. First, tell your local Conservative candidate that this is nuts. This is a Trudeau move, not a Conservative move. Ask them if they think it's wise to ban the only Conservative-leaning video company in Canada, to ban us, but then to sick the police on us and arrest us. They literally handcuffed David Menzies. You wouldn't do that to any reporter. Forget about Conservative reporter. This is Canada. Why are you arresting and handcuffing any reporters? Who asked the police to do that? Half an hour after Menzies left. Talk to your local Conservative candidate. Second thing I want you to do. Sign our petition to Andrew Scheer at letusreport.com. Letusreport.com. It's just what it sounds like. Just like Andrew Scheer lets the CBC report, we'll go to a Conservative event and hand him the petition, unless they handcuff us again. Andrew Scheer and I are old friends. Surely he'll treat us as well as he treats Jean Ghameshi's old network, the CBC. The third thing I'd like you to do is please help us keep on reporting. No matter who kicks us out, no matter how many lawyers we have to hire. I just got off the phone with David, and I've told him to keep asking Andrew Scheer questions, not gotcha questions. That's what the CBC does. But asking real questions, the kind the CBC would never ask him, questions like these. Justin Trudeau's campaign platform calls for a new political censorship of the internet. Do you support or oppose this? It's a good question. Hey, Andrew, if elected, would you end the $600 million newspaper bailout? Good question. Hey, Andrew, if elected, would you privatize the CBC? Hey, Andrew, what do you think the optimum number of immigrants is each year for Canada? And so many more. Those aren't trick questions. They're questions any Conservative should answer, but they're questions that only Rebel News would ask. I mean, can you really see a CBC journalist pressing Scheer about ending the media bailout? My goal as the publisher of Rebel News is to do journalism, to tell the other side of the story. Now, most of the time, that means asking accountability questions of the Liberals, NDP, and Greens, because the mainstream media never does that. We lean Conservative here at Rebel News, and we wear our heart on our sleeves. We want Trudeau gone. I just wrote a best-selling book called The Libranos, What the Media Won't Tell You About Justin Trudeau's Corruption. I think it's pretty clear what I stand for and have for 30 years. But that doesn't mean we're going to let Andrew Scheer become like Justin Trudeau. Having police arrest David Menzies and handcuff him was a Trudeau move, not a move any Conservative should be proud of. Actually, it's worse. I've never actually seen Trudeau have someone arrested. Have you? You can help us out at letusreport.com. Sign our petition to Andrew Scheer to Let Us Report. And then you can click on the link on that page to see all of our campaign plans and our campaign budget there too. We're spending thousands of dollars flying David and our other journalists around the country covering political events. Andrew Scheer might think he's at war with us at the Rebel. We're actually not at war with him. We just want to be able to do our job, which is reporting, and we will do our job, whether he likes it or not. So go to letusreport.com to sign the petition to Andrew Scheer. And if you want us to keep going, and if you want Andrew Scheer to stop acting like Justin Trudeau, you can chip in a few bucks too. I want David and Sheila and Kian and Jessica and the rest of our team to keep covering the news. If you do too, Call your Conservative candidates, sign our petition at letusreport.com, and please chip in a few dollars to help keep us on the campaign trail. You can see our whole campaign plan, including our signature Jumbotron truck billboards and our Libranos lawn signs. Thanks. And Andrew, give your head a shake. You're trying to replace Trudeau, not become him. Go to letusreport.com. I can't remember the last time a politician had a journalist arrested in Canada. I don't know if it's even ever happened. It happened to our David Menzies today, and I'm shocked to say it was Andrew Scheer that did it. Go to letusreport.com to see our plan to fight back.